Your team does a qualifier for almost every tournament that you're in. Do you feel like that does provide kind of a good simulation of what they're gonna have in an actual tournament, just competing against each other?
We certainly hope so. I think most programs certainly run qualifiers throughout the year, and I think the last round we really see a lot out of our players. And it's tough when you sleep on the lead. It's also tough when you're coming from behind. So I think that it's the best simulation that we can probably get for each of the events, and it's always fun to see the guys go out and compete.
Did you see a little bit extra in this one, just with it being the last fall tournament and gonna help decide who plays in the Big Ten match play when you guys start up again?
This one means a lot. I think if you're not in the lineup for this event, it's going to be difficult. To get in the lineup for the first event in the spring, just because we don't really have any qualifiers. In Minnesota that time of the year. But that doesn't mean the guys that didn't get into this event can't. But they're going to have to work a little bit harder. They're going to have to impress our coaching staff in the off season. And our scores were okay. The golf courses we played were very demanding. The conditions were great. But the golf, the greens were really tough. I thought they were really quick, and I think Ruiner really kind of came to play the last two rounds, which was fun to see.
We've seen a few new people in the lineup this year with some seniors gone from last year. 8 people have played so far. Is there anyone that's particularly impressed you so far in the fall that we didn't see as much last year?
Matt Rachel's really played solid, and his game is running in shape right now. I would expect him to go down there and play very well at Royal Oaks. Also, Riley Johnson. I think that we knew he was a big time competitor coming from North Dakota, having won state titles, but we hadn't really seen him in the lineup, for us until last week at Cal, and he's a bulldog. He's really fun to watch, and he's the competitor. He has the tenacity that we're looking for as a coaching staff.
How do you think Royal Oaks is going to compare to some of the other courses you've played this fall?
It's very similar in look to a lot of the golf courses in Minnesota because it's tree lined. It's fairly tight off the tee, but it's also going to be very different because we're going to be down there and it's a little windier. It's probably a little bit drier in Texas, and I think our guys are going to go down there and compete hard, and hopefully we'll come out on top.